Welcome, everybody. We're here at the Lakeside Shuffleboard Club, one of the most important, historic, beautiful shuffleboard clubs in the entire world. We're looking out here at the water. We're looking out at 26 beautiful courts. And I'm Jonathan Schnapp, and I'm here with...
I'm Aaron Politsky.
My partner for the day, my partner in crime for the day, Aaron Politsky out here. Aaron played... you played today, didn't you?
I did.
How'd you do?
I did all right. I feel pretty good. I didn't take home any trophies, but I got through the first two rounds, and I came up upon Bill Hoyer, who gave me a tough run. So.
Bill Hoyer is a Hall of Fame player, and gosh, I think it's so extraordinary when those of us who are used to playing the game at the Royal Palms get to play with some pros on courts like these. It's an extraordinary thing, and I think it brings our game all the way up too, right? When you see what's possible, it's pretty great. So I'm thrilled that you got the opportunity to play with him.
That was fantastic.
So today is a national non-walking singles event, and non-walking basically means that you're just playing against your partner on your side of the court. The walking singles is kind of exactly what it sounds like. You walk it back and forth, and you play both sides of the court.
But this place is amazing.
Yeah, there's I believe this is their 92nd year here at Lakeside. Lakeside Shuffleboard Club. It's a pretty special place. You see generations playing together, and this is the way that I grew up playing shuffleboard, was playing with my grandparents, and you see so much of that. It's families. It's what it's like to be on vacation. This is leisure in America. All right, we're ready to get started here. It's Grace versus Diane down there. They're playing for the women's championship. Down on this side, we're going to have Marilynn versus Cheryl, and they're going to be playing for the consolation prize. So it looks like Grace started out with a 7, which is a little surprising. Going right on the board, saying to Diana that go ahead, catch me if you can.
Yeah.
Diana came up a little bit long.
I understand Grace knows these courts like the back of her hand.
Grace was actually born and raised in Lakeside. So these are her home courts. And she was a youth champion from what we understand as well. So she's back home visiting her parents, figured she'd play in a shuffleboard tournament. Here she is. And isn't bothering with St. Pete's
or nothing. At least
that's
the story.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Diana's got the drift card. I don't know if you can see that. See how she's checking her hand like that? In her non-shooting hand. Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
Yep, that's in the kitchen. That's beautiful. You see the card in her hand right over there? That's her drift card, so it actually tells her which way the court moves from different positions at different sides of the court. Well,
I may or may not have some photos with some drawings on them from the Palms courts.
Yeah, really?
I've done
your own drift card.
I did that on
That's
7
great.
For sure.
It's a common thing that pros do, is that they've got their drift cards, and Diana's a pro that plays. Not wound up on the line there. So we got yellow -10. She looked at the card. She didn't like the. She's like, what's wrong with this card? That wasn't my shot's problem. That was the problem with the card. You'll see that it seems like Cheryl over here also has her drift card, right? Really common thing in professional shuffleboard. Strangely enough, or not strangely enough, but to be noted, you're not allowed to use drift cards in international play. So it's actually outlawed in the international game, but is legal in the Florida pro game.
That seems acceptable.
Yeah. Cheryl able to turn Maryland's St. Pete into a Tampa of her own.
It's the people's game, and it's not really that democratic to have to fly around the world to get your drift cards, so I can understand how that goes.
I think Cheryl's going to try to hide here. Why not? She's going to try to get behind that. No, didn't quite get there. And left Marilynn a St. Pete of her own. She'll shoot from the outside and try to hide behind that one. Now, you played this court earlier, yeah? And did you see it drifting either way at all?
Ooh, let me check my card. But I do believe it drifts a little bit to our east.
You don't know which
Towards
way
black.
east is.
Towards black.
Towards black, okay. So, like, Marilynn had a shot at that. She just went a little bit too long. I wouldn't put it on Cheryl. I was thinking maybe she was going to clear her, but maybe she's going to try a bump. There it is. Look how pretty that is. She got it? No, it's a little bit long.
It's a tough hide. I, not being a pro, do have some caution about trying to take a hide like this if I don't have to. But
Trying to figure out what?
it's tough for me to take that hide sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
That's a tough one. But
That's a pretty
that's
snuggle,
beauty.
right? That's just gorgeous. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, what I've found is even a deep St. Pete like that, if you're able to cover even half your disc or a quarter of your disc, it's still worthwhile, right? Oh, oh boy,
Oh,
2. Oh, that's a real bummer for
tough
Cheryl
break.
there. Yeah, she wound up leaving Marilynn in the 7 and scoring a -10 herself. So, and that's on her hammer too. It's a killer
Big
for
swing.
a really tough way to start your match.
but
That's
we have
hard.
15 more. Oh, is this a 16 frame?
It's a 16.
Just like ours,
yeah, just like the rest of them.
Right,
It's a
great.
16 frames, so it will switch sides halfway through.
So there's definitely a lot of time still, but
Yeah, I mean it's as early
it's
as it can be.
not
but
something you love to see.
You just you don't want to start the match like that if you can avoid it. But
I like
See.
this St. Pete a little bit out to the edge because that break is going to help her.
yeah, exactly, because it does go a little bit towards black, right? I mean, it's interesting what you're seeing out of Grace is not participating in this sort of St. Pete pilot nonsense. She's like, all right, you want to throw it up out there? I'm going to score, you know, and we're going to see pretty quickly whether or not that works for her because Diana's pro. She knows what she's doing. She's going to try to hide behind that. Didn't hit it.
Ooh, and left a nice Tampa.
Left to Tampa, but I don't even know if Grace is going to take that Tampa. See, I think you're seeing a different type of skill level here from Grace to Diana, and you're able to see it one frame in even, right? That you're seeing like just a total difference in the amount of shuffleboard and the amount of strategy they're playing with. That's not to say who's going to win because anything can obviously happen. And there it does. So what do I know? You can throw out the strategy books sometimes, and you know the shot works, and the shot works.
And it
Oh,
sometimes.
look at that beautiful! Oh, I thought she had it.
Diana, is there a problem down there? Do you need
Unpredictability can be pretty effective sometimes.
Are you having a problem down there? Do you need a sweep or something? You seem to look
I
like.
keep kicking this right here because I'm sitting over there.
Okay.
I'll move my chair out.
Yeah, maybe sit on this.
Looks like
Okay.
Some logistics.
Let us know if we can sweep it up.
maybe there's like a bunch of beads down there. See, there she is again, consulting her drift card. Right? She's got that drift card out, and she's gonna say, because she's gonna try to kitchen this. No kitchen, but she got it right.
Yeah.
And here's
With the
Here's
hammer.
Grace with the hammer and a great chance
Nice
to get back in the
opportunity.
game. Let's see if she can see it.
Looks like a lot of speed.
Ah, but she got it.
Sticks it.
That's a nice stick.
Good hammer.
Hello. It's okay. Yeah, that's fine.
So we're at -3 to 0.
Yeah, that works okay. You know what I mean? She scored her hammer right in the game. Grace is. And again, it's Grace and Diana who are playing for the actual championship here. Marilynn and Cheryl are playing for the consolation. So anybody who lost their first match, they move into the consolation bracket. So you're not out just because you lose one. Everybody's still in it. Everybody plays at least 2 matches. Interesting, right? So I would.
Yeah.
That worked out, but
I don't know what.
I think that she was trying to just sort of nudge that out of the way and maybe try to score. And that worked out pretty well. Notice the way that Cheryl's, or that Dianna is perching over the disc in this way, right? They're coming from behind the disc to call it. And, you know, we've talked about that on our broadcast before, the proper way to call a disc. And these are good players. They know what they're doing. This is the way that you're supposed to call a disc. If there's a disagreement, they go to a third call. And a third call is made by an outside judge.
Why from behind it and not the other way?
If you look at it from the other way, you're tempted to come at it from, you have a hard time seeing straight down over it.
Yeah.
So if you come up from behind it, you can actually creep over and see it straight down, as opposed to having a difficult time because you're tempted to see more court that way.
Valiant double attempt. Not sure if she got there.
They're going to judge that too.
And there is one in the kitchen, right?
Yeah. Just the kitchen. Just the kitchen here. Just the kitchen. Kitchen's in. She's going to go for the combo here. Got it.
Wow.
Beautiful. Really nice.
Nice shot.
And scores.
And stuck the eight.
Yeah, isn't that pretty? Yeah. These folks are good. Oh, Marilynn might have. She left her in, I think, right? Yep, left her in. Now, if you're Cheryl here, I think you're just going for the block, right? Don't give her a chance to knock that out.
Yeah,
maybe
still
even
early.
maybe put up an 8 on that side, or just make sure that you lock in
Yeah,
that
you keep your 7.
That's just beautiful, right?
Marilynn can work some magic here.
Yeah, I mean, if she just gets rid of the 8 and sticks it, she's in good shape.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't stick it though. Gives up 7 on her hammer, so you know, it's a good frame for Cheryl. She's back in it, only down 10. Scored on Marilynn's hammer, you know. So
Always tough to do.
We've got fireworks. Fireworks in the consolation match for sure. Shuffleboard fireworks. This is exciting stuff, if you ask me.
Yeah. All right, let's see if Grace
There she is.
goes on the board again.
Goes on the board, right? Not messing around with pilots, and honestly, just from what we've seen out of Dianna, she consults the drift card again, and she's gonna be going for kitchens on these.
Well, she's
maybe
trying to
not.
set up St. Pete of her own, maybe, and
Yeah, maybe.
see if she can.
I don't think it's exactly what she
capitalize,
wanted. Maybe it was a little deep, but I wonder if Grace is going to try to double this. You know, doubling something that deep is a little scary.
Rolls to nothing.
She rolls to nothing.
Roll to nowhere.
See, I do wonder what this is. This is she's giving her points, right? She's like letting Grace stay on the board in some sort of way.
What?
The unpredictability here might be.
No, 10's no good. Okay. No.
I think they can work in the short run, but it's a 16 frame game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Grace is going to try to block here. The problem with the block here is that you're definitely opening up the possibility of a double, and I think that's probably what Dianna's going to go for. Right? She's not going to worry about that 7. She's going to try to score that 10 and wind up with the double here.
Would you block and then try to double it on your last? Set up something in front and then come behind it to double?
Maybe. I mean, she might have just be saving that 10 for the end anyway. It looks like she was just trying to block.
Yeah, I like that play. Just clear it out.
Here we go. See, I do like her getting rid of that. It's just, now you've got Dianna, realizing that there's another kitchen available to her, totally with the amount of skill that she needs to hit this shot. She's got kitchen speed going. There it is. There it is. No, but she missed the drift. Right? She had the
Yep.
right speed, missed the drift, and left her in.
Looking to her drift card now.
Yeah, see.
In a little bit of disbelief.
It's quite a thing. The drift card is like, it's a very common posture amongst pros. You see it all the time, where it's the constant looking at the drift card, and it's really interesting, you know, because it is the way they chart the thing and the way they think about the match is all about what they see on that card and making adjustments to what they see on that card.
I mean, the more you don't have to keep in your head. I get it.
Yeah, no, it's true.
You got the scoreboard.
They call it charting, basically,
Okay.
right? You're charting the court, yeah, it's helpful. Well, let's see if Cheryl here is trying to take that same piece.
That's a definite tamper for her. Yeah.
Look at that.
Think it works?
Marilynn didn't get her St. Pete out far enough.
Do you play against the ladies here often at like other
Well, something
So I
going
think
on
you just
court
got to take
15
that,
over here.
cut your losses here and take that off the board.
Yeah, she can
Oh,
she might try to hide herself, I think is the idea here.
you know, you can kind of do that on this court.
Didn't quite get it. No, just the one. I wonder if Cheryl will try to block up here even further. She puts up in another Tampa, which I think is what she's going for. You see that?
An
Just
even
an
Tampa or a Tampa.
Exactly.
That's a tough shot. The risk of opening up the.
Yeah. See, if I'm Marilynn, I might think about hiding down the middle here and using that as a Tampa, but she's going to bump instead. Nice shot.
gets it.
Wow, is that pretty?
yellow.
Boy, is that nice.
Consolation bracket is on fire. July 20th, and we still got fireworks.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's a good shot. No score, or is that in? That's a good one all the way.
Wow.
Super high 7, right? You could barely, that's like by a hair. I think Marilynn's just going to try to get rid of that and not worry about it too much. You know, she's going hard, you know, hoping to defeat the drift. You know, she's going to wind up on that line, I think, right? Oh, exactly. Nothing in. The question is, which side is she going to score to here? It's a little scary scoring to Marilynn's side because you go a little long and you wind up putting her in. So she's going to...
But I think with the drift, you got to go left.
Here she goes. She's going to try to go down Suicide Alley here. Easy, easy.
And
She get it?
All
She
right.
got it.
Pair of sevens.
Well,
Is
Yeah.
the
I didn't want to go over there.
That worked.
I'd probably bump you.
Yep, did you hear? She said, I didn't want to go over there. Marilynn called it exactly what it was. She said, courageous shot.
Huh.
It was a courageous shot. Yeah, well said.
Love
Close
to see
games.
courage.
Close games on both sides here. Got
For
4-0. 4-0. Grace is in the lead over Dianna, and Marilynn's up 7-4 over Cheryl.
So again, we see going on the board
Yeah.
in the face of a very nice St. Pete.
I mean, if you score on the board, you're fine, right? You keep doing that, and you think the other person can't kitchen. There's no reason not to do it. But I got a feeling
here we
that
are.
Diana's gonna start hitting these. She's hovering around the kitchen right now, and Grace is playing with fire, if you ask me. Of course, there
Might
could
get
be
the
a
backstop.
reverser. Oh, almost. I mean, one thing is that Grace does have the hammer here, so even if Dianna puts her in the kitchen, Grace is going to have an opportunity. Oh, see, she's right around it. Boy, is she close. She's honing in now. Grace had better think twice before keep going on the board. How we doing, King? Can you hear us okay? All right. we're doing hushed tones right here, like knowing that
It's
we're
our
very, very close to the players and broadcasting.
SNL NPR voice.
Yes. Nothing on the board here, but boy, is this interesting. Bunch of different ways to go.
Yeah.
It looks like she might be going for a bump.
You know,
There's the bump. Oh boy, she put herself in the kitchen. She's okay. And now Grace
Decent
has a
double
great shot at a
opportunity.
double, right? Isn't that just begging for it? You just give it a little kiss, The kiss. Maybe. She got one.
She got the one.
I think she got one. She get one? Yeah, she got the one.
That puts her up
8 yellow for Grace.
taking a
Grace,
12-point lead.
Despite all of our sayings
Yeah.
that Grace is gonna suffer by keeping going on the board and playing with Dianna.
There's a lot of
She continues to defy expectations.
a lot of action in this Grace's game.
Yeah, it's a fun form of shuffleboard,
Yeah.
right? It's not your clear of the board, score your hammer dullness that very
that
often.
I subscribe to, and it just puts my opponents to sleep. It's wonderful.
It's well, I think that very often when you're overmatched, it kind of, oh, look at that suicide alley going right down, perfect.
Gets it.
Wow.
No.
No, she didn't get it. She deserved better. That's
Courageous shot.
The courageous shot. The pilot itself is very interesting, though, because it really splits the difference between a tampa and a pilot. It's good for both. So Cheryl tried to hide here as well. She got it.
She got it?
Or did she wind up on the line? No, she got it.
She's still there, but she's got a backstop. And
Yeah, I mean, that's a snuggle, though. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing about that. Let's see if Marilynn can get around this. No, she tipped it.
that's okay by me, though. If you're going to miss there, get it out of the way.
Yeah, that's true.
Is she?
She's going to block up here, I imagine. Cheryl will block. That's a nice block, right?
No
Particularly
problem
with the
going a
drift.
little deep there, either. You don't need
Yeah.
another perfect St. Pete.
Right. I wonder what Marylynn's doing there. I don't totally understand that shot. I don't know this. I didn't get the speed there or what that was about. You know what I mean?
Right.
Maybe she was going for a bump and trying to knock it out, but if that was the case, she'd be going harder,
Yeah.
right? Because now it just gets us nowhere. I mean, to some degree, I think maybe if you're Cheryl, you block up the other side of the board here and make her just try to give her as tough a shot as she can, right? There it is. So she's trying to saying, hey, I'm not going to give you the whole thing. You want to shoot it? Shoot it to that side, knowing the drift goes that way too, right? And make it a difficult shot for her.
Well, that's got a lot of
This
steam.
goes outside. This goes outside.
Ooh.
Oh boy. Did she get it? 2, she got it.
All right. Split frame, but
Yeah, no. Happy to take the 7
Yeah.
there is Marilynn and keep the lead. Still up by 3, and could have gone a lot worse for Marilynn there. All right, so we're doing 16 frames, so we're halfway through the first half of this. You can say 1/4 the way through, 25% the way through. Grace is up 12, and just dropping
Leads
in
with the
10s.
10.
Dropping in 10s like it ain't no thing. And Dianna is just licking her lips at this one. She's just thinking, hey, I want a kitchen one of these. Where is my kitchen? Oh, boy, is she close to it, right?
So we're
Somebody
gonna-
drops in a 10 like that, you're like, thank you, I will stick that. That's 20 points for me with that 10.
are we going to back ourselves up to the point so far?
I
Almost?
think that one's not in, though, so... It works as a...
It's an okay Tampa.
It could work as a Tampa, but I think that it looks
With
like...
hammer, I
looks
think
like
you just
Diana's
kinda-
going to try to get rid of it, though.
Yeah.
That'll work. All right, just kind of push it off. Don't forget, Diana's got the hammer here, and there's a pigeon on the fence, So, and now wouldn't be a bad time to shoot for it, right? Because what Grace just did was block the possible, the possible kitchen. She's going for this.
And she could probably
hide.
slide in there, too, yeah.
She could hide. She could kitchen. There's just a lot of possibilities. Oh, she tipped it. Scored.
Does take a little bit of the hideaway from
Yeah,
Grace.
Grace is going to just try to replace this. And Dianna is just... She's been hovering around it for the last 2 or 3 frames. You got to believe that she's going to hit the kitchen one of these times. I mean, the speed's been so good. Look at that.
And we
there
get
it
there.
is.
There it is.
I hate to say I called it. Aaron, don't you think I'm a good commentator?
I think you're doing well. You know, little bits and pieces here, maybe work on it in practice, but you know, for a first timer, I think you got a future.
Thanks, buddy.
I knew you'd get one of those.
Dan Love thinks I'm just okay.
Yeah.
Our producer, Dan Love, says just okay. But yeah, I mean, you had to see that one coming. It was just too perfect. So
And that brings it a lot closer here. We got
now
the lead changes.
Yeah, that's a big lead change, right? It's an 18-point swing. Goes from a 12-point lead for Grace to a 6-point lead for Diane. And
Ooh, I love that play. It's a little.
see, I don't think
It's
so.
a little wide.
I think Marilynn.
I love what her
can
intention
slide.
was. Yeah, she does. You taught me that. Actually, no. You taught me not to do that.
I told you not to do that. I don't like that play. See, Marilyn still got it. Right? So, like, if you pick it up now, you're really in trouble. Right? Also, if it's your hammer, I still don't really get the shot. What you're doing is blocking up the board.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a bump. Did you get it? I think she
Gets
got
it, but you know,
Right.
opens it up a little more.
To me, if you're ever blocking on your hammer, like, or blocking up the board with your hammer, you're potentially making a mistake. Marilynn, just was waiting for the drift, it just never came.
The fickle drift.
See, like, and now if she blocks up that side, right, now she's just blocking her own hammer. Whatever she blocks here, she's blocking herself, right? So she does this, right? And now if you're Marilynn thinks she can see it, I would think that she would try to hide here, but maybe she's just going to try to
I
block
would go
up.
for the hide as well.
She could, she could block up the board here. I think she thinks she can see it. I don't know what she was doing there. I'm not crazy about it. Not crazy about the shot,
It's
but
a funky frame.
But here we are, right? We're at the hammer, and now Cheryl doesn't have anything to shoot for, right? And it all goes back to that black disc that she tried to shoot. You know, the one that you said you liked, Aaron.
Yeah, by mistake, because I was.
Ooh, look at that. Wind up on the line. Yeah. 7 apiece. All right, could be worse, but like, you know, it's when if you think about it, like going back to that second shot and choosing to block up the Tampa there, like when you could just clear, score. And I'm not saying it's right, but if you do that, you're up, right? You're up 6 points or 7 points or something like that, and you're
Put yourself
back
in a much
control
better
of the game.
position.
And now it's still a 2-point game for Marilynn, and we're going back to Maryland's hammer.
Nice leading St. Pete a little shallow, but
And you got to believe that she
workable.
wasn't clearing before. She's not clearing
Nope.
now. Going on the board, almost in the same spot that Diane kitchened her last time. Not crazy about it.
it's a high-risk game.
Going from the outside here. I think maybe she's going to try to hide. Yeah, she's going to hide rather than try to kitchen here. She's going to save that kitchen for later. But maybe she's not going to have a shot at it later. It turns into an okay Tampa.
Yeah. So what can Diane do with this? Sorry, what can Grace do with this?
I think Grace isn't thinking about it that way. She's just going to go back on the board and score another one. Or put up another line, I should say.
Just setting up lots of doubles.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't be too bad if you were Diane just to block up here. But I think it's time for her. It's time for a kitchen shot. Oh boy, she's lucky. Boy, is she lucky there. But again, you see it. She's got kitchen speed. And you look at what Cheryl's doing here. She's determining whether or not she should pull the disc off. So that's what. Obviously, it's not in the kitchen. But as long as it's touching the line, it stays in place.
Otherwise,
the moment it
it's
comes off the line, you pull it away.
a zombie backstop.
You can look at it if you want. It's up to you.
Well, what are you calling it?
I'm calling it that it needs to stay. It's touching the line.
Oh, I thought it was in the kitchen.
No, no. I was deciding whether to pull it back.
Well, that's a wonderful promotion.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's not so bad.
It's not the kitchen.
No, it's okay. And here we
Expectation
go.
is everything.
I wonder.
With the hammer,
That's a
tough-
wasted opportunity by Grace right there, because you really had a pretty great shot at a double. And now, if you're Diana, don't you block up here?
I'm surprised. Can she not see that other? Oh,
I
Yeah,
think
you do
just,
block up.
like,
My
you just
mistake.
block
I'm
up
doing
right
it again.
here. Yep, here we go. That's.
Well,
Oh, she might have that. I think she's got that.
that doesn't hurt.
That's great, right? And think about how hard it is to stick a 10 out of that. She's
Right on
put
the
Grace
line.
in a tough position. Grace didn't really have much to shoot at anyway, to be honest. But now she's not going to have an opportunity for a bump. She's going to have to knock that out and maybe pray for something. Yeah, that's not going to work.
Okay.
So we
And
Another
Diana
stolen
steals
hammer?
another hammer. Big shot on the 10 right there.
huge.
Yeah.
I think it worked out. Whenever I shoot a 10, it was an accident, pretty much. So,
I think I
not
I
saying
believe
anything
that,
here, but I'm just saying the facts of when I play the game.
That could have been an accident. I wouldn't be surprised if that was an accident shot. Yeah.
Cheryl coming out with a nice pilot, a little deep.
It's a little deep, but again, like
You can do it.
I don't think Cheryl's angry at it.
No.
You know what I mean? Like she can hide behind half of it even. It's worth it. And you see this now from both players, right? This block and then I block and then you block and then an I block. But once again, I don't totally get it. I mean, not that I get everything. You know what I mean? I'm not the smartest shuffleboard player out there, but particularly if you're not going to make a good one, it gives Cheryl this opportunity. She wound up on the line. But the hide was
that's
there,
right,
I
yeah.
guess, is the point, right? The hide was
You can
there.
get there.
And now do you put up another block if you're Marilynn and try to get more of a Tampa? I guess so, right? And now, much deeper, not what she intended. I think there's a great shot here where she knocks that out and then curls behind the block, right? She can give it nice
Did
speed.
she get it?
She's not even going to bother.
No, she's going straight in. Well,
Wow. Worked out okay. It's the 10
at
game.
what point do you just
Here we
destroy
go.
this?
Here we go. Oh,
Oh. So we got a 10
Interesting.
and a 7.
the 7's good. Is the 10 good?
The 10 looks
Both
to be
of those
good
are
from
good.
here.
Yeah. All right. I think it's pretty clear that she's going to have to get rid of that 10. It's just a matter of, like, she wants to be
Yeah.
careful not to knock out her 7 or kitchen her other one.
Right.
That's just
She's
pretty.
just going
Did
to
you
kiss
get
it a little bit.
Oh wow, she missed it. Don't forget about the drift, right? When you're playing that slow, and the thing is going
Moves
to
a
wind up
lot.
drifting at the last moment, right? Marilyn's coming in hard here. Boy, is that pretty!
Oh.
Wow, what a shot! Really nice. I mean, we've all tried that shot
Yep.
before and missed it, right? That's Suicide Alley down there, and it is.
Corner
you talk
to
about
corner.
a courageous
It's
shot.
such a different game. Over
Yeah, it's really difficult over there in the corner, and Marilynn makes just a
But
great
with
shot.
enough speed.
And, like,
Just-
locks in a 17-point frame that completely changes the nature of this game, right? Suddenly it's 19-point lead.
Well executed hammer.
Grace still in it somehow, only down 6 points, playing the board, and now, isn't this interesting, right? Diana's like, hey, you know what? I think I'm just going to grab a hammer here. She's like,
Let's
I
clear
know it's
this
my
out of here.
turn. I'm going to get on the board. If you want to keep putting these things up, I'm not going to try to kitchen you first. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to get rid of a few of these and not play around too much.
I like that shot at the end of a cleared. If I'm off hammer and I got nothing, I got cleared 3 times.
Yeah.
Putting up that high in the middle, just past the 10 line.
Yeah.
It's a nice way to mess. Oh, it's 3 in a row right there within
Yeah.
2-3 inches.
Well, and Diana's shown her ability to clear that before.
Yeah.
You'd love to be able to move it around a little bit and give her something different to shoot at.
Sticks one.
I don't think that's a problem though. Sticking
Right.
is really what I mean. Has Grace shown that she can kitchen this? No. Right?
Helps her out.
Yeah, I mean,
It takes a double off the board.
It
but
takes that off the board,
but
but
it's a
like,
clear.
it's just not really. It's not really defense.
No.
I think that's drifting.
nice
No, she
save.
got it. Nice. right? And you can see the intention by Dianna there, right? She had no intention of doing anything but clear score. And even though she wasn't able to clear that last one, she still wound up with the exact same thing.
Right.
She scored her hammer and locked that in and went up 14, but went up 2 scores. And that was always her intention for that whole frame. She knew exactly what she wanted to do. It's pretty impressive work by Dianna.
Yeah, 21 was really bad too.
See, now that's interesting. Marilynn is now up, 2.5 scores, and she's not playing around with like, oh, maybe you'll be able to hide behind this, right? Instead, what she's doing is she's like, all right, I'm going to put it all the way out there.
Yep.
No way you're hiding behind this. This is the safest St. Pete in the world. Interesting.
So now she's left a little opportunity.
Yeah, she created an opportunity for Cheryl. Cheryl's going to shoot behind that Tampa for sure. I think she got it. I think she got it. She got it.
There we go.
Really nice.
See what I know about speed.
You're no Keanu.
Somehow I played 3 matches today. Right, not an Arizona Wildcat or whatever Sandra Bullock's sweatshirt said.
Right. All right, let's see if Cheryl can block here. She needs a nice Tampa to block it.
A little bit of an opportunity, maybe.
Yeah, I think Marilynn can see it, particularly with the drift going that way. Yeah, I think she got it. She went hard enough. Did she go hard enough? She had it too. She would have gone a little harder. But it's not a bad shot. Cheryl's just going to try to score to the other side. Did she get it? She landed it. Yep.
All right.
Picked up
So hammer well done.
Yeah, that was great. I think
What's that bring us to? So they were up 19.
It was a 19-point game, so it should be
another
12-point game now.
Sounds right.
Grace is doing the scoring for us. Let's see what we got. 46-34, 12-point game. Yep. All right, Diana's out here. Last frame before switching colors.
And we've been doing a few practice shots as well between switching colors.
Yep, there'll be the speed shots followed by the practice shots. So, there'll
familiarize yourself.
Plenty of interesting commentary by Aaron and Jonathan during the.
All about the ways to practice. And
prepare to be edited by the king. Just start cursing during intermission here because it's not going to go on Shuff.io. That's
just the George Carlin routine right around now.
That was interesting. We just wound up with a whiff by Dianna. And let's see if Grace can block. I think Grace has got a great block there. I think that's going to get it done. If I'm Dianna, I make her do another one of those. Yep. I just get rid of that.
Get rid of it.
See what she can do here. Yep, she's going hard with it. That works, right? Just get it off.
Effective.
If she can do that again, then so be it. But I doubt she's going to be able to put up that good a block again. Let's see.
Does Grace try to snuggle?
I think she's blocking still. See, she didn't get there. That's the thing. You get rid of one, make her do it again.
Yeah.
And here goes Dianna looking at her drift card, knowing that she's got this shot. If I'm her, I don't play around too much. I'm not trying to kitchen here. I'm just trying to get that thing out. You're up 14 points. It's going to be a tough shot for Grace to hit. She can get rid of it. For Grace's next shot because of that Tampa, and because of the black blocker on the other side. There just isn't a lot to shoot at. So you don't have to stick this. You just need to touch it. You just got to get it out. You don't need to kitchen it. You don't need to stick it. You just get it out. If she is able to stick it, it's going to be a killer because it's going to be hidden behind that Tampa too. She knows it's a big shot. She doesn't usually take this much time. She's a pretty quick shooter, but she knows.
What about hiding over here?
Well, I think there's too much to be gained. Look at that. Right? Yeah. Exactly what we said. Yeah. She's not trying to mess around here. She's just trying to get it out. And now we've got a tough shot by Grace to try to score her hammer. Oh, get in there. Get in there, Grace. Get in. Oh, keep going, keep going. She's okay. She's okay.
All right.
She's okay.
Nobody likes to see that.
Yep.
I mean,
But, like,
when it is a
when it's a
self
kitchen. But you see, that it was exactly the point, right? Like, she had a really hard time getting through that little area right there. It caused enough stress that it made her push herself out of the kitchen and not score her hammer, which is exactly, again, what Dianna did on purpose there. You know, it was really... I really love Diana's game. I really do. I think she's a deserved champion.
You don't need to block everything off
Yeah.
to be effective. You just need to give people some doubt.
Exactly. Put some stress on them.
That's what I tell my teammates a lot in tough situations. I tell them, look, we don't have to be the ones making the hero shots. We just have to put the pressure on them.
Yeah, exactly.
They're worried just like we are.
Yeah.
Except we're not actually ever stressed, right, Kevin Reedy? No, we don't. We play loose.
I mean, for me, I think there's so much to be gained by not putting yourself in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
If you're able to just not put yourself in the kitchen, you're probably going to win. Ooh, that's a tough miss by Cheryl. Cheryl's down 12. If Marilynn can score her hammer here. Don't forget the drift goes towards black, so maybe that's okay. Maybe that's enough. Cheryl's gonna try to get around it. She got it. Very nice. And the curl.
Corner.
Wow, isn't that perfect?
Nice high corner 7.
That's nice. The kids out here watching all the action. You gotta love this, right?
Yeah.
The family out here watching Shuffleboard. This is just such an incredible facility, you know. And you see families, you see kids, you see seniors. Everybody's out here.
Extra safe child over there with the bike helmet walking around.
Is that
Some of us are clumsy.
I think that's a nice high 7 for Cheryl. Yeah, it's true. There's danger in Shuffleboard. I think she's trying to kitchen here.
Wrong foot placement. Fast speeds.
All right, no score there.
A lot of risk-seeking people play this game.
All right, we're switching to the other side here, and I think that, like, the thing to be aware of is that on the Grace and Dianna match, I believe it's Dianna in the lead and going to the right side of the court, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really nice place to be.
Exactly, as opposed to the Marilynn and Cheryl match. And Cheryl is kind of right. It's moving. She's moving to the better side of the court, and she's down 12 points, but that's kind of the amount that the court could be worth.
Yeah, that's what I would expect. Yeah.
You know, so once again, I think it's Grace is going to have a hard time coming back from this. She's down 14 and going to the wrong side of the court. So we'll see what happens. All right, we're ready to get started here. We're ready for half number 2.
Bringing us back.
We're bringing us back. And then to remind everybody, it's Dianna with the lead over Grace, 16-12. And she's moving to the yellow side of the court here and putting up a St. Pete. And remember, the court goes that way. And Grace, once again, going on the board, right, putting up 10s. And, you wonder if she's going to be...
She's 2 scores behind.
She's 2 scores behind. That felt like she was going for a kitchen shot there, right? She wasn't content to clear. And the reason is because it's Grace's hammer, right? So why should she try to clear? Grace once again going on the board.
I don't know if that made it.
I think she got it. But, like, it's almost... It kind of doesn't matter because... I really believe that you're going to wind up with a kitchen here pretty soon. Right, here we go.
Sticks the 8.
0 and in.
Definitely feeling out that speed.
Thanks, bud. Yeah.
Takes it off.
You gotta love that, right? She got herself out of the way now, and now it's going to be Dianna curling right behind this beautiful St. Pete.
Just got to give her enough to have trouble.
Yeah, I think that she's going to get back there too, knowing the drift of the court, unless she under. Yeah. Oh. She almost got it too good. Did you see that? Almost too good. Well, I'll see if Grace can score to the other side and make it a one-score game. Maybe not to the other side, but I think she's got it. Very nice.
There we go.
Say what you will, Grace is right in it with her. It's a one-score game, less than a one-score game, really. That makes it 16-10. Grace scores her hammer, and it's a big score. Wow.
When you switch sides like that, you can come back to back with your hammer, and so you can really move things around.
I mean, yeah, if she...
Otherwise, it's a tough spot to be in.
Move it up under my number.
Move it up one more.
A little confusion. She's just going to move it up one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so she's just going to put it up there. 10, 16. Yep, that makes sense. All right, and down on this side, it's Cheryl with a 12-point lead. I'm playing the yellows. Moving on to the good side.
I don't think you need to be that wide on a St. Pete on this side.
Totally, but you know, again, you want to
something.
You want to be careful not to put up a Tampa for somebody. That's a good way to be careful about it, right? You don't really lose that much. Yeah, sure, maybe you're not going to be able to hide behind it as well as you would like, but you know, you're not losing a ton. And
maybe
you got to think that Cheryl's going to be going kitchen here.
Well, my eyes are off a little bit.
Going for the kitchen and the stick. Got the stick, but not the kitchen.
Oh, did you? I didn't think I'd be able to play that. I can't see with my glasses. I can't see without them.
Marilynn going for the same thing.
Hey, one eye.
Didn't get the stick and didn't get the kitchen. Now you got Cheryl with a Tampa.
The new headline.
She's going to try to hide behind it, I think. Oh no, she's hiding behind the other side. Yeah, she's taking the
putting up an even tighter block when you have a wall.
Yeah, I mean that's a really good example of a hide that isn't totally hidden, but still can cause a problem.
Yeah,
She's got one more shot at it. She's going to get it a little bit deeper. And there's something to it too, right? There's a practice to it. So she did one, and now she's got a second one where she gets to get even closer with it. See if she can hide it a little bit better.
There it
right?
is.
And maybe that's an extra inch better, you know. But
there could be a lot of ricocheting happening here.
Yeah, it's a scary shot. A lot of things could happen here. And so when a lot of things can happen, she goes hard and she hits it. That's good, right? That's a great shot. You know, and when you're scared of what could happen, putting a little bit of extra mustard on it, right? And saying, hey, let me give this a little speed. Let's not play around with the drift quite so much. Sure, I won't kitchen, but no problem. I just want to stick this. You know, and putting a little bit of extra heat on it there can help you do that. That's exactly what Marilynn did. And
Dianna, 34-53.
Yes. What is the score? 34-53.
Oh, okay, because I could see. All right, it looked like a 3 to me. That's all. The 5.
So Marilynn
53. Yeah.
gets one of her two hammers on that turn.
Marilynn not happy with Diana's handwriting.
Penmanship
but
is
very
an
happy with that score
game.
on her part. You know what I mean? That was a really important. You know, that solidifies her lead, makes it a 19-point game rather than 12. It's a big shot.
Rolls to a deep St. Pete.
Yeah,
on a hammer, but
I think she's looking once again at just trying to score her hammer here. Right, so she's going to be. How do you not get greedy here if you're Diana, right? She's doing. She's going nice and hard.
Yeah,
she's going nice and hard, but
gets hers out of the way.
She's up 6 still. But it's tricky not to get greedy when you know that you're really close to the kitchen. You've got these kitchen shots starting to be locked in. I think she's probably going to clear real hard here.
It's a tough one. If you split them, you stick. So that leaves a nice.
Yeah, that's a nice
But
backboard,
I mean, nothing
right?
you can't answer with. Yeah.
But I wish Grace would take a little more time with her shot too. She kind of rushes it a little bit, but just a bunch of nothing. All right, so
Plenty of room.
It's a hammer shot for Dianna to retake a 2-score lead.
You got to play the wind around here.
Yeah, it is a little windy. She got it. Wow, isn't
That
that
is.
pretty? Really just cool as a cucumber under pressure there after.
It's
you
tough.
know,
You clear, and then
clear
drop
score,
it in.
right? And the hard part is that like your muscle memory for the right speed goes away when you're blasting. And one thing I think a lot of us can learn from Diana's game is that she's not blasting, right? She has enough confidence in her clear that she's kind of like she's clearing harder and then a little slower and then a little slower to the point where she's found the right muscle memory to stick that 8 at the
That's a
right
really
time
good
with her
point.
hammer. Interesting.
Right on the line.
Leaving
That's
that
not-
out there,
Yeah, see that's
it makes it a little bit easier for Marilynn to hide there.
yeah, Marilynn can definitely hide. She can stick.
lot of-
She can stick this. She can kitchen. A lot of things can go
Oh,
right
she-
for Marilynn.
Wow.
That's okay. It's
Yeah,
not,
that works
she-
too.
Not what she wanted, but it worked out
Mhm.
okay, didn't it? Somebody's cooking ribs. I can smell those. Yep, I can see it. There's barbecue going on here in Lakeside.
Oh no.
Oh, she kitchened herself.
Brave.
All 3 of those
Yeah.
are good. Right. Yeah, consolation
here we
down
are
on
on the
this side,
consolation.
and then the championship on that side.
And
Marilyn's gonna try to. It
Oh,
almost
that's
seems like
pretty
she's trying to
steep.
snuggle there
Ooh.
rather than. Oh, isn't that
Gets
pretty?
her-
Put her on the
wow.
line.
Hides
hid.
herself a little more.
That's this could be a game-breaking frame. Like she could break Cheryl's back here if something doesn't come together. Yeah, I mean,
You kind of got to do that.
one good block here, and it could be curtains for Cheryl.
It's a real tough frame to be on the wrong side of.
Should get it. That's
It's
beautiful.
great.
Wow, isn't that a great block?
So the only hope here, I think, is she's got like a handle on the left part of the.
It's true. She
I mean,
does
she
have
could
that.
come at it this from the left, but
I don't think she's got a choice.
down
I
the
think-
center, I don't think it's really available unless you were to like
Unless she
bank
doubles.
into stuff.
Yeah.
Potentially get rid of her kitchen, but you're
I
accepting
also-
that the 8's staying, pretty much, unless
Yeah.
you get at it from the corner.
I agree. I think it's got to be the alley, but I think she's going to try to double here instead. I think she's going to try to.
To split it.
Yeah, she doubles and somehow knocks out the 7. She's still in the game. She's only lost about 10 points here.
I would go to my drift card.
Oh boy,
no.
that didn't work out. She got
Cuts
the
it back
7.
down to 3, but that's
Yeah.
18-point swing.
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, I mean, already down 19 points. That makes it 68 to 31. No, that's not right. It shouldn't be a 20, I don't think. She's thinking about it. It's a -3. -7? Oh, no, it should be
She had the
-3.
7, yeah.
That's not right, right? Yeah.
It should be
That's not it.
-3.
-3. Yep.
Wanna
She'll
try
get
that
it.
again?
We got eyes on this. It's
Yep.
gonna be okay. Nothing easy. It'll be a 31 in the end.
It's a warm day, you know.
It's
A
hot
lot
out
of
here.
action.
68 to 31. Not bad. I mean, not great, but you still got.
Yeah, you got 6 frames.
You got 6 frames to go. It's a 37-point lead. It's not insurmountable.
I had a similar deficit, and I didn't do anything with it. So, but it's not impossible.
It's not impossible, but it's also it's not easy. Is what you're saying. Cheryl's out, up 14. Putting out a nice far, a nice far at St. Pete because she
Yeah.
doesn't.
Doesn't need to go. Going on the board.
You gotta wonder if that's the. See, look at it. You see that? Oh, you missed it.
Oh.
Dianna looked at her silent captain. She looked back at the scoreboard in the perfect way and said, do I want to try to kitchen this? And the answer is yes, she did want to kitchen it. Did she get it? Ooh, I think it's a little long. They're looking at it. But there was definitely this moment that Dianna just did. She just went like this, looked back at it, then looked back at the score. She looked at the scoreboard before making the shot.
Just pretend it's not there.
Grace is going for the kitchen herself, but a little too hard.
Yeah, a little steamy. A lot of steam.
And if Dianna went for it last time, you can bet she's going for it this time.
With the backstop.
Yeah, with the backstop, honing in on that speed, on that kitchen speed.
It's a little
Boy,
hot.
it looks good. I think
the high
that's what you call kitchen speed plus, right?
Yeah.
Knowing that
Yeah.
like she's got a good shot of like winding up on the backboard there also. She's got a
Takes it
tough
off.
one here, right? She could hide. She could try to hide, but it's a scary hide. Putting something back there with a backboard is terrifying. I think she might do better just to block up here.
Yeah, I think I just put it on the point. Maybe
Yeah.
just take off one of the sides, or
Yeah, she's going light here. Maybe trying to get a high something, but like she's fine with that. Right, just making it a little bit hard for her.
her
Making
body
Grace
language
score her
suggests
hammer.
she is not fine with that. But
Let's see if Grace can score her hammer. I think she's got it. Grace
Frame
has
for
scored a
Grace.
lot of hammers. She's staying in this game. She really is. It's really impressive what she's doing. She's making a lot of pressure shots to stay in this game because I don't think there's any question that Diana's strategy game far exceeds Grace's, and yet Grace is right there with her.
defending her turf.
Yeah, it's really incredible. It's a 6-point game.
Diana's up from Florida,
Yeah.
I believe.
And she plays around Ohio also, but these aren't her home courts by any means. And Grace has been playing these courts all her life, and I think maybe that's what we're seeing. Ooh, almost.
So, reacquainting myself with the scoreboard here. All right, we've got a bit of a deficit.
Yeah. I mean,
I like that play.
sure. Yeah, she's getting on the
Yeah,
board. It's
go.
time to make some things happen. See, now, I don't like this shot by Marilynn a lot. I mean, oh boy, did it work out beautifully. I hate it when I do that. But, like, if you're up 37 points, what are you messing around for? Oh, almost. But it's gonna force Marilynn to block. Maybe she doesn't see it, but I think she doesn't see it. 'Cause, I don't like it, but again, it works. Right?
It does
Too
put a
black.
bit of a handle on that. I don't know if she can see that
I
from
mean,
here.
she could have seen it before even. She
Yeah.
can definitely see the
mean-
the left one, and I think that she might even be able to get to the right one.
Double kitchen and 7 here. Nope.
I don't know what she's going for a bump instead. This is desperate times. I think this is the right one. Don't
think you
forget we
gotta-
got drift going that way. Right? There is a kitchen shot here. Did she get it? No, she got one of them. Got one of them, but it's just
tough.
not enough. Not when you're down 37 points. I think she's got to go for a kitchen there instead. But
Yeah.
let's see.
That's what I
mean,
expected
Marilyn's
her
going
to
to
do,
go light
actually.
here. I wouldn't be surprised if she wound up short, but she got it.
No, nails the 7.
Wow,
8.
another 15 points for Marilynn. That, I mean, again, you never want to call it before it's over, but boy, does that put it in the bank. Right? That's 83 to 31. You're talking about a 52-point lead. That's just a really, I mean, I don't know that you come back from that with the full 16 frames to play.
You're going to need help.
So, I think that we're talking about the championship match now as the only competitive one. And Grace is again
Going on the
board, or at least on the line on the board.
One thing that is
There's
nice
the
about a
speed.
longer game is that if you do get in a hole, kitchen bait frame after kitchen bait frame really
Yeah.
dials you in.
It's true. Yeah. And there you saw it again, is that Dianna cleared relatively hard that time. Again, she knows what she's going for here. She's going for scoring her hammer and nothing more, right? She knows that she's in a fight for the championship here, and as much as she feels like she should be winning right now, she's only up by 6.
Yeah.
You know, and here's this.
But she's unfazed as well.
Yeah.
So
She's going hard enough that she knows that she's not going to leave her in. That's the one thing that she can't have, is giving her a 7 right now, giving Grace a 7.
and we stick a 10.
This could be, this really could be Diana's moment. Right, kitchen speed plus again.
Yep.
Being careful. See now.
Yeah, that works out when you miss.
There's a there's a possibility of a block here, but Diana's gonna go. Or Grace is gonna go on the board and force Diana to make this shot. You don't want to come up short. You gotta stick this. I think she's gonna go a nice amount of heat on it.
Oh.
Oh, it's not a ton. It's not a
super-
ton, but it's good.
Oh, she
oh,
gets
isn't it pretty? Wow.
That's a lot.
That's a backbreaker right there. That's the one. That's the shot that Diana has been waiting for.
And we hadn't seen that since, what, frame 2 or 1 or something?
Yeah, she hasn't really felt like she needed to go for that until now. You know. Boy, did she! I mean, you gotta feel bad for Grace on that one. But I think that there was a block for Grace instead of going on the board there. Because if
exactly.
she steals Diana's hammer there, then she's got a chance just to score and go ahead. So if she blocks above the board and forces Diana to come down
Come at it
Suicide
somewhere,
Alley instead,
bump or something.
Yeah.
Just some low percentage.
low percentage shot would have been great.
You got to stay sort towards the middle of the board if you're gonna with that block out there. I don't know how you do kitchen bait on the sides.
Marilyn's still trying to hide. I mean, she's still playing with her, which is nice. You know, very often you'll see people just stop playing.
Yeah.
You know, and this is very sportswoman-like to continue to engage in the game in any sort of way, because very often if you're up 50 points, you're just blasting. You know.
She's very nearly a kitchen hitter there too.
I know. Marilyn is showing a
Gotta
lot of
play
confidence though.
I thought you were going to pick that one in.
Like this is confident play by Marilyn, knowing she's up 52 points. If she gets kitchened and she has to start, you know, clearing or playing differently, she will. But here comes Cheryl with a bump. Got a high 8 out of it.
So Marilyn can destroy a lot.
You know, it wouldn't be bad to go hard here. Right? There's a way to get everything out.
Takes out the left 8. No,
Oh.
leaves the 7 hidden. Opens up the other side of the board too. So
I
this
mean,
is 3-score.
Here's the problem.
potential.
She could very well let. I mean, she could let Cheryl back in the game here. Cheryl scores this. She's really
Looks
back
like
in
she
the
had it.
game. She could have this 8, just like that. I
23
mean,
points, right?
that's 22, 23,
23.
23 points. Cuts the lead in half, basically.
Still 4 frames to go.
Yeah. And I suppose, I mean, it would still take a nice little miracle by Cheryl to fight back into this, but suddenly it doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Right.
You know? And that's the scary thing about letting your guard down, you know? Just you're like, hey, you know what, I'm going to be sportswoman-like. I'm going to, continue to play here and not blast. And then suddenly you got a game on your hand again. Playing nice and smart here. She's not going on the board. Not giving Grace a chance to kitchen. Right, you got to believe that what she's going to do here is knock that out.
You gotta get rid of it.
Not crazy about the speed there, but
Oh,
see.
boy.
I mean,
Yeah. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see
I didn't see it coming either, but
necessary.
but You know, I think she used kitchen speed plus, didn't catch it flush.
Yeah.
And it went just kind of perfect. And now Grace is on the ropes. Grace is going for a miracle shot here. It's just not there.
I think it's the right one to take out, though.
Yeah. I suppose you make... And there's an argument to scoring on the other side, but
That doesn't really
that'll
help.
work. I mean, like, I think that 10's in is what it is.
Oh, is it?
I believe. No, it's not in. All right. Grace going hard. Oh.
The kitchen's high enough that you can stick on it.
Yeah. I don't know that Grace used the entire width of her kitchen shot to move it.
And this is
Come on. Oh, she got it.
Out there.
See, I really want Grace to go all the way to the outside here. She's losing a disc worth of. Do you see that? She's losing a disc worth of angle.
Yeah, yeah.
But she got it, so
Gets it.
again, it's fine.
That 10 ain't good? No. No.
So no score, stolen hammer.
You guys were keeping it out of...
See, I thought that it was good also. Yeah, I also understood it as good. Oh. I don't know that she would have played it significantly differently. You know what I mean? But yeah, if she was trying to protect that 10, that
Right.
was never
That
in.
makes a lot
That
more
makes a lot
sense.
more sense. Like you don't. It's not like Dianna to miss blocks. She's been good at this all game. So that misunderstanding by Dianna cost her something. You know, it should be 31-2 in the hole now, and it's not because of that misunderstanding. But you have to assume that stealing the hammer from Grace there should be enough.
Yeah.
Marilyn's still playing kitchen for some reason.
Yes, me
You
too.
gotta clear that hard.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Cheryl right now, I'm wondering if it's almost time to try to start kitchening that black one. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Even though it's not in, I mean, you don't
Well,
send a
this
dead
is a
biscuit
nice
to
setup. If you do miss on the left, it can stay. And she sticks it anyway, so here you got.
See, I just feel like maybe it's time to sort of start blasting. If it's me,
Yeah, for sure.
because
This is a
you
lot
don't
of...
want to be you're giving Cheryl a bunch of
Gets
chances.
it.
There it is, right?
One black
And it's
ticket.
fairly hidden off that,
Yeah.
off in that corner.
I don't think Marilyn can get to it, and Marilyn is giving her the chance to do this, right? By not clearing harder, she's really giving her the chance, and now she's trying to put up a kitchen of her own.
Unnecessarily, yeah.
But again, too hard.
Yeah.
But
Cheryl's
if Cheryl doesn't take that out, you're looking at the possibility of a double, and I think Cheryl's got to try to kitchen this. It's short.
she scores.
High 7. Medium 7.
Doesn't look like she loved it, but
See, here's the thing. You do not want to come up short on this. She can try to kitchen. All she's got to do is make sure to get rid of it.
Here are some results for the women's.
do you try to double here, or do you just clear that 7?
I think I clear out the 7. See, she came up light.
In the fourth place,
I don't like it.
Jan Fowler.
I mean, you just lost another 9 points on your hammer, and she's really letting Cheryl back in this game. Right? Like, you got to get rid of that 7. And I guess the 8 does the same thing as get rid of the 7, except doesn't give you the chance to substitute it.
Right.
Right? And now it's a 20-point game.
20-point game.
Which
Free to go.
What was a 52-point game. 52 is now down to 20, and it is turning into a squeaker. 3 frames to play. And Cheryl's got 2
Two of them are hammers, yeah.
Exactly. Here we go. I like it. That's some Royal Pumped play right there. If Ashley's Albert is out there listening, what does she say? She says if you can't clear, you can't win. Grace is looking to prove her wrong.
I swear she was telling me that today
Today?
when I could not clear and incidentally did not win.
You stuck a few of those against Bill, didn't you?
3 in a row.
They were pretty sticks, though. You got a really nice stroke. It's true.
You know, that's what counts.
I really think that you.
I was just trying to lull him into a huge lead that I could try to get back from.
I know. But, and then they're third and fourth in main event consolation. Yeah, so we're first and second. Yeah.
That's a little surprising. I'm not crazy about that shot. That gives Grace a kitchen shot. Not to say that she's going to hit it, but it's not bad speed. Oh, she had the right speed, didn't she?
Head on, yeah, I think she had it.
Yeah, good job.
Dianna a little distracted here. But she's just
lively
lucky that Grace
environment.
didn't have that shot because it was there for her and she had the right speed. If she would have had the right line, it would have been bad news. But Diana's gonna come up short here. She doesn't mind. She's still up 20-something points. 23 is it? 31 to 8. Still up 23 points.
Here you go.
It's not going to be a problem.
Shouldn't be an issue.
But suddenly,
Yeah, here we are.
Suddenly, it's Marilynn with a smaller lead in the consolation match than Dianna has in the championship. And Marilynn better play smart here because Cheryl is roaring her way back into this match.
Gives her something to kitchen.
Yeah, just giving her the kitchen shot. And it looks good. It looks really good.
Oh.
Boy. Oh boy, that's scary. I really wonder what Marilynn's doing here. Oh, pretty high 8. It's too bad it's not the last shot. But once again, another opportunity to kitchen. I
don't know
think
if
she
that
might
has
be a
it.
little short, but did you get it? Did you get it? No, she didn't get it. Really close.
The name of this
boy,
frame
she-
is you have to, every subsequent shot, you have to combo it
To the
each
kitchen.
disc.
Boy, I mean, I wonder if Marilyn should just block here. She's hiding. She's hiding and not blocking, just staying aggressive.
Wow.
Black.
I mean, it's pretty impressive, just like her just refusal to give in any sort of way. And she presents Cheryl with a really tough shot, and she got it. She got it. She get it this time? Still nothing. Oh my God! Wow. Boy, is that close. Wow, she's just been all around it, hasn't she?
Have we been saying Diane, knowing it's Diana?
No, I've been saying
Okay,
Diana.
good. Cool. I doubted myself.
Is that a high 8? Is that in?
That looks to be in.
Boy, that's the
crazy.
one. Forget about everything else. The high 8 defeats just whatever beautiful frame you
always say-
played the whole time. What do you always say?
No, actually, everybody's like, why don't you just shoot a high 8? Because if I could shoot a high 8 all the time, I'd shoot a high 8 all the time.
If all of us could shoot high 8s. But she's been getting around the kitchen this whole time.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh man, you hate to see it for Cheryl because Cheryl
That
had
was
played that whole
such a-
frame so beautifully, and she knows that she just lost
27
it.
points now.
Right, she lost 7 on her hammer. She roared back into this, and like any one of those could have been the kitchen.
On there and kicked it back into the kitchen.
Yeah. But Marilynn should be thanking her lucky stars because she really has let Cheryl back into this game. And you gotta believe that Diana is like is gonna stay far out with these
you
St.
gotta-
Pete's. Let Grace come onto the board and not even play with her because if you're Diana right now, maybe I have been saying Diane.
I don't know.
Diane, if you're out there, or
There's nobody know
Diana.
for sure. Nobody's recording this or anything.
But it's nice clearing. Grace is going to go on the board again. I guess hoping that that Diana sticks.
It's nice. But
She's going nice and hard, right? That's the idea.
you gotta get rid of it.
Trying to get it.
sticks in.
She sticks it.
Tough to do with that. I don't think you get a
I
clean.
mean, if Grace can manage to kitchen and sticking a 7.
Yeah,
No.
it's just too.
Yeah, it's too
hidden.
hard, yeah. But she's gonna. You gotta assume that she's gonna blast here, right? Nice and hard, trying to get off the board.
This is the right direction.
So I think it's probably she's going for a 10 here. Or an 8.
Yeah.
The 8 works.
Gets the 8.
You know,
So
good for Grace.
16,
Grace has
31.
really played her tight. You know, despite it all, Grace has really been there till the end. And you look at this, at this score, it's only 15 points. And sure, Grace doesn't have the hammer, so she's going to have a really hard time winning this in the last frame. But you know, it's a 2-score game. You know what I mean? And 2 scores is 15 points is totally doable. You know, you put something up, somebody sticks, and then you kitchen them, and that's 17 points right there. So having a shot even to win on the last frame is a big deal. But I think by all means.
But I think the way that Diana's been treating this,
yeah,
I'm be hard pressed to find that opportunity.
She's a pro. Diana is a pro, and you can sense that about her game. And Cheryl just trying to make something happen by getting on the board, and now Marilynn stops playing games and starts shooting hard. Not quite hard enough, in my opinion, but whatever, it's fine. She at least
Kept it out of the center.
she kept it out of the center.
I don't think I'll make it later.
Cheryl's still trying to get on the board here. Now, I don't see.
Tough place to be.
I don't see a version of this where.
Right. Especially with
Yeah,
the
that's gonna do it. There isn't a shot here that can score Cheryl 27 points. She knows it. She'll just try to drop something in to make it a little bit closer. It doesn't seem like she's gonna get there. No. Oh, you know what? Sorry, there's one more frame
we
left
got
still. Sorry,
two.
I missed that. I missed that. There's one more frame left, so Marilynn's gonna try to just drop in a 10. Come up a little short.
Nothing.
Stole her hammer, but again, 27 points isn't going to get it done.
tough one. All right, here we are.
Here we are.
Final
This is for
frame.
the championship. Last frame. It's Diana by 15. Grace has the hammer. Grace has the hammer? Nope. It's Diana that has the hammer. Yeah.
Grace has got to put something deep.
Yeah, she's got to put up the deep 7 here. Hope that Diana sticks. And you got to assume that the way that Diana is going to approach this, she's going to be shooting harder now that she has the whole match.
Yep. And
Managed to get it off the board.
board.
That'll work. One more, another score on the board here for
I
Grace.
think you got to
hopefully
go to
for her.
Diana's side too.
That might be a little short. I still think she's clearing though. You know what I mean? Not giving Grace the opportunity to bump. That's interesting. If you're Grace, you could hide behind that.
Definitely.
Right? And sort of play for a second score.
She's got it. Oh, no.
She's
Oh,
going
no.
for the kitchen, and that didn't work out. A block here for Diana will seal the victory. That
That's
should
definitely.
work. I mean, even a kitchen shot here won't
Right.
get it done. And even if she kitchens that 10,
Kitchen stick won't do it now.
yeah, that'll do it. Diana will push off for the victory.
Well done.
Really well played by Diana. I mean, I just didn't see anything to even talk about.
That's
there.
the win that
Every
yourselves.
shot she made was just really well thought out. You know, it just shows a ton of shuffleboard. You know, and I think that's the thing that you see amongst a lot of the players out here is that they've just clearly played a ton of situations and they're really fucking good. Marilynn's pushing off now. Not really playing with her anymore. This is the last frame.
27 points to make
27
up.
points.
Uh-huh.
That's nice.
A
We're
10
going
is
to make
not
Marilynn
going
do something
to-
here. Marilynn's going to have to knock that one out. And she does.
Arithmetically, it's a tough one right now.
Yeah, now if she doesn't score an 8 here, I suppose it's impossible. So that 8 forces, I guess, Marilynn to shoot one. But she just sort of blasts this out. Keeps
we
her
have
in the
a
game.
game still.
Right, so
This could be 18-point swing.
Yeah, a kitchen and a stick here. Kitchen and a stick. Not enough. Oh, very close. Yeah, she was really close to coming back in this match, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
She really was, and it was really that close. That was a very good example of, or that sums up the game in a way, doesn't it?
For sure.
Huh.
Well,
now it's not
there
enough.
is.
It's not enough.
No?
Right, even if she would
15,
have
maybe
kitchened that,
25, yeah.
it'd be like 25 and not 27. She would need it. She needs 27, so she's just going to go on to the other side, make it a little closer. Didn't hit it.
All right. Yep.
And that's Marilynn Phifer for the victory in the consolation match. So
Well fought.
this was great. Well, some really wonderful performances, and happy that we could bring it to you from historic Lakeside, Ohio. It's the men's non-walking singles and consolation non-walking singles coming up next. So stay tuned, everybody. Right here on Court 13. Everybody, click and subscribe to Shuff.io. We don't want to forget about that. Shuffio for my partner's sake. Ashley Albert, we miss you here in Lakeside. Come on out next time. We're looking forward to more Shuff.io broadcasts. We'll see you in a little bit. Thanks, Aaron.
You got it, Jonathan.